Hi, I'm Lisa Leiter. In Chicago Business Today, pharmacy job shortage. For years, pharmacy schools seemed like a safe bet for students looking for some kind of job guarantee when they graduated. As recently as 2 years ago, Deerfield-based Walgreens was adding more than 500 drugstores a year, and arch-rival CVS was expanding too. But now that both chains have slowed new store openings and insurance companies are pushing patients to use online pharmacies, there are fewer jobs to be had. Older pharmacists are putting off retirement or re-entering the field because of the financial and real estate crisis. And all of this comes at a time when the number of pharmacy schools and students has never been higher. Danny Ecker has the story.
When Robin Carney graduates with a doctorate in pharmacy next year, she may have a hard time chipping away at her $150,000 in student loans.
It's a big concern. A lot of my colleagues are definitely nervous too. A lot of them are thinking about residencies, and I just think a lot of them are really nervous. They think they might not be able to get a job. One tablet 3 times a day.
The Chicago State University student will soon find herself competing with a record number of new pharmacists. Before 2004, Illinois had only 2 pharmacy programs, UIC and Midwestern University. Since then, 5 more have become accredited, giving the state more such schools than Indiana, Iowa, Minnesota, and Wisconsin combined. In 2008, 375 pharmacists received degrees in Illinois, but by 2015, when the first classes graduate from recently accredited schools, that number could nearly double. It's a concern for students like Carney, who knows that standing out in a larger talent pool will likely require more experience.
I definitely feel nervous about finding a job after pharmacy school, but I also feel that I need to diversify myself to make myself more marketable. You know, you have to go with where pharmacy is going.
But those graduates who do find jobs may also find lower than expected salaries. By 2009, they had jumped to an average of more than $106,000. But now recruiters say they've started to level off and even slip. That may help employers with some labor costs, but could force some students to shy away from the field.
What I'm fearful of is, as the job market turns down, these talented students will choose other careers like engineering or medicine or law. You know, you'd like to get the very best into the profession, and you'd like to have your pick of the very best students that enter the profession. And now that applicant pool may change.
In the meantime, it's not just new schools creating the job shortages. The nation's 2 biggest drugstore chains, Walgreens and CVS, which had done much of the hiring in the past few years, have slowed the pace of new store openings. Still, Carney says she's confident that community demand will ultimately keep her employed.
There's a lot of disparities in healthcare around this area on the south side of Chicago. So that's why they opened this pharmacy school here, so that we can address that need, as long as you kind of have to figure out where the need for pharmacists is.
For Chicago Business Today, I'm Danny Ecker.
Thanks, Danny, for that report. The pharmacy field supervising body, the Chicago-based Accreditation Council for Pharmacy Education, generated more than half of its $3.1 million revenue from evaluating and approving new programs, according to its latest annual report. Well, that's this edition of Chicago Business Today. For more on this story, be sure to check out chicagobusiness.com. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.